3v3 Meridian High City blue team. First up, Ace of Swords plays a Commander Nob infiltrating commander that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up Orky style. This is Freebooters DLC. He starts range combat with his twin link shooter alongside him. Adila is an Eldar Warlock, melee commander, great destruction and mobility, can also tank damage with the right war gear. And rounding off blue team is Floid as a big stompy Hive Tyrant, very durable commander, walks through cover and cannot be suppressed. Good offense, disruption and support. Starts with a basic synapse. Red team, a couple of Space Marine players. First up, Max Power is a Force commander, very good offense, fights in melee combat, quite versatile though, can tank, disrupt and support with some buffs. Alongside him, Dark Riku is a Techmarine, starts out range combat, puts out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair, deal with enemy vehicles quite nicely. There's a destructor from the Warlock on some poor little heretics who are just about going to get away here, I think. Down to 2 models. 1 model just about got away. And those heretics belong to Noisy, also known as Pega, plays a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and destructive commander that fights in melee combat by default. Lots of great manipulation and crowd control going after that Commander Nob. And mid looks like it's gonna stay blue for now. Tactical Marines here for Max. His Force commander taking swings on the Hive Tyrant, now switching targets to the Hormagaunts, trying to disrupt them with his battle cry. Hive Tyrant taking a lot of damage here, but tanking so much of it, soaking it up, letting his Tyranids do their things. Now the Hormagaunts are alone and they're going to be out of Synapse once the Hive Tyrant gets far enough away. And you saw their health fly down there out as the Synapse left. And they are out. Still has double Terminators. Max Power's going to lose his Force commander, down he goes. Those Dire Avengers just about getting away. These guys getting shot to crap now. Tactical Marines and Scouts there from Dark Riku. These guys losing models. Are they going to throw this grenade or not? There it is. Dark Riku waiting for it, but he tried to bait the back off there. Tried to throw it in the path of him backing away from the grenade. Almost worked. Orks versus Chaos in the north. Big shooters already up. The shooter boys and sluggers will decap eventually. There we go. Double tactical marines for Dark Riku. Heavy infantry. Very durable and versatile, especially as they go up the tiers. And they also cap 50% faster than normal. Look at these shooters in behind those tactical marines, catching them out of cover. Didn't get a model though. Didn't lose a model at all there, Riku. Not even a scout. Noisy with his heretics. Did he lose one, or has he gone double heretics here? Often you see him go triple heretics. He's gone Chaos Space Marines and Havocs also. No war gear up. We do see the Techmarines Artificer. There's the revive on the Force commander. Gets the Techmarine up to level 2. And that passive leap from the Warlock. There's his special as well, disrupting the crap out of stuff without any war gear. Rangers up for Adila. Orks chased off. Those shooters just about getting away. These guys turn to suppress with aiming. What's that? 486, 457. Noisy will retake. Dark Riku putting some proximity mines up. Those will knock back damage and suppress targets that are unlucky enough to walk over them. You can detect them, so we might see shooter knobs from Ace once he realizes there are mines around. Storm Boys up for Ace. Jump troops with power melee weapons, incredibly dangerous in combat, but they can bleed you quite badly. Just 900 hit points between the 5 models there. Noisy's Chaos Sorcerer coming mid. Techmarine using his default hold, which is pretty nasty, doing damage to those Dire Avengers. There's a grenade, nowhere in particular, but there is one on the Havocs, and that one did hit quite nicely. Down to 1 model, these Havocs. He's keeping him in play though, Noisy. Here comes that Commander Nob. Tons of stuff here though, suppressed by the Havocs. Heretics in amongst him. Aspiring champion heretics as well. They get that Chaos Marine leader, and down goes the Commander Nob. No chance of getting away. Here's some Tzeentch worship. Infiltrating Noisy's units that are close by. Chaos Sorcerer just about gets away. They're still worshipping. What's going on here? There's a Doom Blast and retreat. Not sure if that was intended worship. Storm Boys tried to jump on the turret, but they couldn't quite jump fast enough, or far enough rather, and they go down in retreat from the turret. The Tarantula turret does huge amounts of damage from close range to infantry, really incredibly painful, and Ace losing his Storm Boys. So that's 400 wreck, 35 power down the drain. Slugger's been very sneaky, catching up to the Chaos Sorcerer here and taking him down right outside his base. Black Legion needs a hand, most likely from Riku's Techmarine when he gets over there, and Beacon is up in the middle, so we have the turret beacon combo, the most soul destroying and annoying thing to play against in a bunch of 3v3 maps, and it's very, very potent on this one. Trying to repair the turrets. The Warlock, of course, with the most powerful turret and defensive structure counter in the game, with the Immolator, which will one-shot them with one cast, which is why Riku was desperately repairing there with his Techmarine and his scouts, which was enough to keep it up. Center is still uncapped. Noisy's taking his natural. What's Floyd up to? I haven't seen much of the Tyranids lately. He's in the south, capping up. He has a brood nest here to support him, and Ravener brood on the field. What's going on mid? Tactical Marines capping 50% faster than normal. Can they do it though? Under fire, under some serious fire. Dire Avengers there. Scouts being cheeky with a grenade. Beautifully done by Riku. Drawing fire. Couldn't quite get any model losses with it, but he just retreats back to the beacon, as you see there. Allows you to retreat back to it, allows you to reinforce, and gives you some health regen. I have Tyrant. No Wargear for this guy. Halfway through a level. Warlock is level 2. Kommando is level 2. Using his infiltration to get close enough to the Havocs to get away with a single model. Just about. Very, very strange retreat path they took. Oh, they're going back to the beacon, I see. About to say it was very odd. Can he take down this Havoc model? Couldn't quite manage it. The Warlock, of course, does not have a melee charge since he has the leap. Assault Marines for max power jumping out. Hormagaunts and Warrior Brood there. They do get away though. Devastator's doing their thing now, suppressing the Warriors. But here come Ravener Brood. And they do start with power melee, as do the Warrior Brood. Now it's pretty painful for Max. Lost 2 Assault Marines, lost a Devastator model as well. His Tactical Marines also lost a model. But his team have the 2-1. 411, 405, everyone going or in tier 2. In fact, Ace has some tank busters on the way. What is Riku doing here? Going for a grenade on the Shuriken and wipes it. What was Adila doing? He seemed to dilly and dally where to move. It should have just hit retreat. 400, 405, an excellent grenade from Riku. Eternal War Chaos Space Marines gives them a 20% damage buff to both melee and range combat. Really stacks up their upfront damage output when you give them marks. And the Aspiring Champion, of course. 389, 405. Havoc's now refacing. Ace doing a good job keeping pressure on his VP, I think. Adila still finding his feet. He's lost his Rangers, lost his Shuriken. Ouch, that was painful. Sword of Flame. That was the Kommando trying some shenanigans with his Kaboom and the grappling hook, I think. 386, 405, Dark Flames in retreat path, where it is very nasty and whacking out shooters. Blue team on the back foot seriously here. Here are fully upgraded sluggers though. Knob Leader and Burners, making them into a pretty tasty melee unit, but they do need some support. Now in retreat here, Heretics infiltrated, catching them. Retreat grenade. Nope. No attempt from Riku. 381, 405. Red team looking very good with the odd incursion on their VP. Otherwise looking pretty good here, apart from Max, who's under serious pressure in the south. Artie's Assault Marine is going to get away. Ravener Brood in retreat path, but he doesn't attack with them. Or they didn't attack. No, they do go down. Hormagaunts getting a big leap there into combat. Adrenal Gland Warriors giving melee synapse to these Raveners and those Hormagaunts, boosting their health by 60% and increasing their melee skill by 10. 360, 405. Also makes the warriors a lot better, giving them 1575 hit points, which is a fair amount with a 3-man squad, or 3-model squad I should say, and some heavy melee damage. 353, 405. A nice push from Adila, a couple of grenades on those heretics, only took 3 models, but here comes Floid with a push. Wraithguard are there, needs to be careful of friendly fire on Floyd stuff, and this is an amazing push by Blue out of nowhere. The turret is down, the beacon will not survive. Riku has left his tactical marines in play, but they will get away. Wow, the proximity mine went off. Must have been a stray bullet from the Dire Avengers. You saw it wasn't going off there initially because the Warrior Brood are detectors and will see mines, and if you can see a mine, it won't go off when you run over it or walk over it, whatever you do. Havoc's now guarding Noisy's natural power, natural VP I should say. The natural powers on this map are incredibly natural. So far we've not seen any kind of push against them. Very difficult to get to them. 327, 405. I wonder if we'll see any gates from Adila. Max powers, force commanders down. Does he have anything? He has a plasma pistol, so he might have his power sword. In fact he does. The Dreadnought is on the field for Max. Starts off as a melee walker for Space Marines, 2 close combat weapons. What's going on over here? 327, 397. We have an assault cannon Dreadnought from Dark Riku, counter-renting pushback from that devastating push from the blue team. Wraithguard doing awesomely well. They have nothing to tie them up with apart from those heretics, and I suppose the Chaos Sorcerer himself has a Sword of Flame and Demon Armor he's gone for. Really good choice I think, actually, with the huge engagements that can go on in the mid. 327, 380. Assault Cannon Dreadnought chasing with that incredibly dangerous anti-infantry range weapon. The barrage is pretty awesome as well. 2-to-1 cap for Blue. Ace of Swords replacing his lost shooters incidentally, and fully upgrading them. He's gone tier 3, as has Noisy. Floyd with a pretty heavy tier 2, which is usually his playstyle. Has a Zone Throat, has those upgraded Warrior Brood, and now has Crushing Claw Hive Tyrant with the bonded exoskeleton. Incredibly dangerous and tanky Hive Tyrant now, but he's losing health. Trying to chase down that Dreadnought with those 108 DPS heavy melee claws. What is Devastator's up to? Getting caught by Hormagaunts and Warriors. Ouch. Painful. Max under some insane pressure from the Tyranids here. It's Floyd. Should it be pushing mid more than this south side? I mean, he's pushing back Max very well, which is good. But no, he's not capping this power. He's putting no pressure on the natural power, and otherwise not having an effect on the map. Adila comes over with his Warlock to revive the Hive Tyrant, who went down in retreat, as the Merciless Switchblade, Cloak of Shadows, and Walk Throw. Fun times for the Warlock. Misery for his opponents. There's the Walk Throw into a grenade, tried it out, couldn't quite do it. Hive Tyrant needs to run, taking lots of damage from the Stone Guard veterans. I don't think Floyd realises his Hive Tyrant's up, realises right at the end. Now the Merciless Switchblade Warlock needs to run. There we go. Big push by red team in mid as that was going on. Dreadnought with the assault cannon firing away, almost leveled up, so it's been doing well. Tactical Marines now forcing melee combat on the Wraithguard. Wraithguard are terrible in melee. They are pretty durable heavy infantry with awesome damage to all targets from range. But you tie them up and they instantly become useless. 292, 363, which I suppose is the case with most ranged squads, but seems to hit Wraithguard the hardest with their slow mobility. 292, 360. Stone Guard veterans with their Hellfire rounds loaded in. Extra damage over time to light infantry and commanders, hence all of that damage to the Hive Tyrant there. Bloodletters on the way for Noisy. Riku has double Dreadnoughts. Double Assault Cannon Dreadnoughts even. That is some insane anti-infantry damage. No wonder he has... No, he doesn't have a missile launcher. I thought he had a missile launcher up. The Techmarine can be so powerful versus vehicles though, so I don't think he's that worried if you see any. Can get a melter gun and the orbs and double missile launchers if he wants. Tier 3 for Max, in fact tier 3 for everyone apart from Riku, since he got double Dreadnoughts, which is 240 power right there. and Floid, now he goes tier 3 in fact. Pair of Tyrants down, and here comes the Warlock to attempt a revive. 291, 346. Max is still here though. There's the Cloak of Shadows going off, and a Brood Nest to support his stuff. I think Floid needs to transition into the mid. If you're not pushing against the power, and you're not dominating the points here, you shouldn't stay. He's dominating the combat so far, but he's not holding those points. In fact, Max has just noded that power. Right lances up. Look at the damage to this Dreadnought. Took a volley or two from the Wraith Guard as well, and now a looted tank chasing them. Warp Rift. Excellent play from Noisy. Look at that. Getting Heretics and Mark of Khorne CSM in retreat path, decimating Adila's stuff. Wow. Mark of Khorne CSM get these chain axes, which are power weapons. A melter pistol for the aspiring champion as well. The others get plasma pistols. Tactical Marines trading shots with the looted tank with that missile launcher. Needs to target the Tactical Marines here. Has Ace forgotten about his tank? He's going to lose it. Dreadnought posing for melee. One more missile hit, down it goes. Whoa! Tactical Marines wiped out though by the Wraith Guard. Kicking some serious arse there. Now trying to hit the Dreadnought, but now they run. A Rocks from Ace. Did it kill anything? I don't think it did. And the beacon survives. Overall a waste, but you can't blame him for trying. That was a good place to put it. Sluggers level 2 in retreat. Are they going to go away from this nasty little melee blob that Noisy has now? Level 4 Heretics. There's the kaboom. Awesome stuff from the Kommando knob, saving his sluggers, doing tons of damage, and that knockback strength is off the scale. Really disorientates the enemy squads. They have to pathfind themselves back into cohesion, and it can take a while. Wow, there's that rocket launcher. Insane anti-vehicle weapon from the Kommando knob, available in tier 3. Both the Dreadnoughts survived though for Riku. Avatar of Cain on the way for Adila, and the Great Unclean One is up for Noisy. Hive Tyrant is decapping with his invulnerability up. That beacon really helping out Red Team now. They have such awesome field presence, just retreating back to it. Look at the damage on that Hive Tyrant. Just chunks of flesh being ripped off him by those assault cannons. We have triple assault cannon dreadnoughts on the field for Red Team. That is insane. Tank Buster Barrage misses. 271, 285. They need some serious AV. Max Powers Force Commander with the heavy flamer. He loves this thing. 271, 285, pretty much as you'd expect. The cleansing flame is pretty nasty. Teleporting into blobs of light infantry. Chaos Space Marines level 4. Noisy really has ruled the mid with this little melee blob of his. That is nasty stuff. Now they're going to be alongside the Great Unclean One, who's chasing down Wraith Guard. But here's the Avatar to meet him. Avatar a bit more offensive minded and a bit more mobile than the Great Unclean One. Great Unclean One can debilitate very well though with Foul Snare, and his Cloud of Flies also passively damages nearby enemies. Wraith Guard turn to engage, doing a lot of damage to the Great Unclean One, as you can see there. Look at that. Avatar taking swings, as is the Warlock. The Great Unclean One and the Avatar have super heavy infantry armor, so they do take big chunks of damage from stuff like Wraith Cannons and power weapons and plasma. 250, 285, very close on VPs. Blue Team I think done really well to hold on against that beacon. Avatar now under threat. Great Unclean One backing off quite wisely as well. Force Commander Terminator causing all sorts of havoc, and Adila again loses a setup team. Wow, not his day in terms of setup teams, is it? 238, 285. Max Powers Dreadnought taking hits from the Avatar. There's a Wailing Doom. Is it going to finish it off? Very nearly. One more hit will do it. Down it goes. In fact, it was a looted tank that hit it with a cannon blast. 231, 285. More Warp Rift shenanigans by Noisy, trying to get his Markov Corn CSM into the rear armor. Down goes the tank. That Warp Rift is such a pain in the ass in the hands of a good player. Avatar now under serious pressure. Double assault cannon dreadnoughts chasing it down. Missile tactical marines. And what was that? Oh, it's cleansing the flame. Force commander teleporting in amongst all those Tyranids. And he's going to wipe those termagants. Yes, he does. Carnifex up. Thorn back. 1875 hit points of vehicle armor on this guy. But red team seem to be too entrenched here. Dark Cricket with triple dreadnoughts. He now has a multi-melted dreadnought as well. Huge damage to all targets from close range, and his Carnifex is in trouble. Missile launcher tactical marine. 2 dreadnoughts forcing melee on it. Melter gun Techmarine and a melter multi-melted dreadnought. Absolute chaos here. I'm not even going to try and keep up. 225, 269. Just enjoy this, guys. There's a Wailing Doom. I can see that. Whoa, wiped out the Devastators with the las cannon. That's a big victory for blue team. Tyranno formation from Floid. Insane action in mid. Avatar doing very well. He needs to tie up that other dreadnought there, which is very low on hit points. But he's still smacking on this one. Crushing Claw, Hive Tyrant also there. So this thing's taking in huge amounts of damage. Max Powers, Force Commander, charging around at very low hit points. And both of those dreadnoughts are going to survive, are they? Surely not. That is insanely close. Level 3 dreadnought just about getting away. Avatar, is he going to survive this? Everything in the world's going to chase him. 225, 267. And this Avatar is done for. Plasma cannon, friendly fire from max power on those heretics. Down goes the Avatar. 120 red for whoever did that. Got the last hit. 225, 267. Floyd lost most of his army. Has a lot of resources though. Fire Prism on the way for Adila. An awesome push by blue team, but they just overextended trying to get that dreadnought, didn't they? Warlock is down. Now these guys taking down the spies from the Tyranno formation. Tactical Marines are idle at the VP. There's the kaboom. That is insane. Look how far the heretics went. Kommando is coming up to level 5 and has that rocket launcher. Can blue team recover though? Oh, Riku did lose a dreadnought. Not sure where. We have a Nob squad on the field. They're gonna they're gonna draw so much aggro from everything there. Chaos Terminators as well with an autocannon for Noisy. Taking his natural back. There it is. 224, 267. A bit of a lull in the action. For the first time in a long time. What's the Carnifex doing there? Just breaking stuff. I have Tyrant back out on the field. He's only level 3. Warlock's almost level 5. Stone Guard Veterans level 4. The Force Commander Terminator. In fact, here he is. Gets his level reset and he gets 2,500 hit points. And he has Terminator squad as well with an assault cannon. What are these Dire Avengers up to? Techmarine is level 8. Sorcerer almost level 8. Ace of Swords doing the right thing and pushing the natural, not trying to come mid. And Adila got the right idea, also is supporting him. There you see the demoralization from the autocannon Chaos Terminators. Demoralizing nearby enemies whenever they make a kill. Nob squad are gonna fight these heretics. Coruscating flame on these heretics from the Sword of Flame. Nob squad tanking like crazy as they do. But can they make this count here? No, they are forced off in fact. Multi-melter dreadnought chasing down, and the Commander Nob doesn't want him firing that rocket launcher at him. Wraith Guard with their Wraith Bone. These guys have done really well, but Adila again losing stuff. Lost a Dire Avenger squad. He has a nuke that he can use, but I think blue team have their work cut out. They have a triple cap here somehow. Amazing stuff. Las Cannon getting shots on his Carnifex. Maybe I should just stop saying it's over, because it's obviously not. Blue team is still in this somehow. Ace of Swords has double Nob squad for a start. Floyd has double Carnifexes, double Thornback Carnifexes. Had a lictor on the way there, but cancelled it. There is the Chains of Torment. Frustrating that Nob Squad couldn't get in amongst the Terminators there, who didn't lose a model. There's right enemy crosshairs from the Kommando Nob. 196215. If you're wondering why the Kaboom is not damaging the Kommando Nob himself, it's because he has this a Mega Boom kit. Warlock level 5. Knocking back Stone Guard veterans with his ranged attack. These guys using their Vengeance rounds, which is their anti-vehicle round. 182215. Now they switch back to the Hellfire. Here come Rippers. And Rippers are apparently light infantry. The weakest infantry ever, but they are very tiny, so they're hard to hit with ranged weapons. As you can see there, the Stone Guard unable to get a model off them. 170-215. Noisy has insane amounts of resources. What is he going to buy? 164-215. He can't buy a Phobos because he has a Great Unclean One. Yeah, and he totally forgot about it back at base, as you saw in the chat there. That's something I do. Fire Prism up from Adila. Double Carnifexes, which are both still level 1. A double charge could be nasty though, and could set up a double Nob Squad push. This is going to be nuts. 150-215. Great Unclean One will help versus the Nobs with the Cloud of Flies. He's charging in with it. What's he doing? 145-215. Here comes Ace. He needs some support though. There's the Chains of Torment again. 141-215. Chains of Torment so powerful versus the Nob Squad, since they have no ranged weapons to shoot at the mass, and they've just been completely countered entirely by that. 133-215. I'm sure by the time they're back, that's going to be off cooldown as well. Yeah, Noisy knows it. Predator tank is there. Hive current closing in on Terminators with those crushing claws, and he is level 3 still. An insane engagement again. Double Carnifexes eating las cannons. In fact, triple Carnifex as well. I'm talking about this guy's got a Venom cannon. 118-215. Awesome stuff again. Double las cannons. Ouch. This guy's getting away. 112-215, but there's Assault Terminator is not getting away. Max power, as usual, limping into tier 3 almost, and then just getting loads of Terminators on the field. How are these Dreadnoughts not level 4 yet? 109-215. Blue team, it seems like they've been battling uphill for a while now. That beacon is just so powerful on this map. Look how long it's taken blue team to get back into this fight. Every time they retreat, every time red team retreat, they just come back to this beacon. 109-215. Fire prisms there. Adela has double fire prisms, which can be pretty damn good. And Ace still has double Nobs, and Floid still has double Carnifexes, but is any of this going to be enough? Because Noisy has double Chaos Terminators and is going for double autocannons. It's double day. I thought he was going to go for Lightning Claws to go and chomp on the Nob Squads, but I guess not. He's happy with his level 4 CSM and level 4 Heretics. How long have these guys been level 4 for? Warlock using Providence to decap. 89-215. And there is the Ethereal Slasher. He's changed his weapon, he's changed his armor. Fire Prism is there. Here come the double Nob Squad. They're going to try and keep the pressure up on the natural red team. Have not pushed blue team's natural at all. I've not seen them even decap it yet. We have Ravenous here, borrowed from Floid, level 3 Ravenous. Obviously thinks they're way too vulnerable to try and send it mid and do anything. 89-215. Doom bolts going in. That was painful. And there is the Tome of Subjugation. He has subjugated a Nob Squad. 89-215. They actually get increased damage when they are subjugated. 89-214. Blue team have a single somehow, and Max has gone for the Lightning Claws for his Terminators. So those Nob Squad models in trouble if they get close to them. 89205, Lascannon getting shots on the Carnifex, as is the twin-linked Lascannon Predator. How are blue team still in this? That Carnifex is done for, it's being chased down. Multi-Milk Dreadnought is there. There's an Eldritch Storm from Adila, can he do something with it? Not quite. It was the case of everything already in movement when he put it down, which usually means your nuke is not going to hit. This can be very frustrating. Techmarine chasing with his melter gun, he has 100% fire on the move with this thing, which makes it incredibly powerful for chasing vehicles and stuff. Down goes that Dreadnought, taking 2 Fire Prism shots from range. Hive Tyrant chasing down Tactical Marines, which are in turn chasing down this Fire Prism, trying to get a shot. He's going to lose them. Hive Tyrant will eat them. There we go. He's level 4 now. So Riku lost a bunch of stuff there, but now he's getting a Land Raider. So not only do you have a beacons to deal with, you have everything reinforcing around a Land Raider and retreating back to a Land Raider. So good luck. Triple Fire Prisms for Adila. Looks like he's not going to bother with D-cannons because of the sorcerers rifting things around all over the place. He's almost level 9, this guy. Techmarine is level 9. Down goes a Fire Prism. Great Unclean One, I think, did that. Now he's fighting a Nob Squad. See that passive damage going off. There's the cloud of flies. And the Terminators jumping in for a bash. The Nob Squad got absolutely owned there. He got subjugated right at the end. He's running it back into trouble to die later, and Ace, with one last hurrah, loses his other Nob Squad in seconds. 61-196, or maybe he was too busy looking at his sluggers. And Ace replacing his Nobs, but I think that is that. Can I safely say it's over, surely. Land Raider Redeemer rubbing salt into the wound from Riku, but again, losing their natural here. Red team perhaps could have had this over much quicker if they actually pushed blue team's natural at all. 61-196, look at this Great Unclean One. Chasing down a Fire Prism into base. And took barely any damage from those shots because it was in a sync kill, which is pretty lucky for it. 55-196, red team with a 2-for-1. Base turrets now hitting the Great Unclean One. Gonna die here. Noisy just having some fun. Down it goes, 145 red, and it's going to explode in base. It's not going to be good for those Wraith Guard, but they are healing themselves, and they will take less damage because they're in base. He's getting into the webway to avoid it, boom, and it didn't seem to damage the webway at all. 37-196. Double Chaos Terminators, Noisy pushing very hard, taking down the Fire Prism, in fact. Awesome stuff. Now he's going to get caught by double Carnifexes. No, he's not. He's teleporting now. Awesome. Yeah, blue team all over. Ace has barely anything. Adila has only Wraith Guard. Ace does have another Nob Squad, but it's not going to be enough. No way. The Lightning Core Terminators by themselves and deal with this thing. There's a Rocks on the Land Raider and the Predator. And an Eldritch Storm, only if that hit slightly quicker. An insane ending to an insane game. There is the VP counter ticking down 196 for red at the end. Hey, let's look at the commanders. Level 5 Nob, level 6 Warlock, switch into his Kernus and Providence. Hive Tyrant always charging around with that claw. Force Commander Terminator, of course, cannot level. Where is he anyway? There he is. Had that heavy flamer. Riku's Techmarine didn't quite hit level 10, but pretty close to it. And the Sorcerer did hit level 10. An awesome ending, an awesome scene to end on. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I didn't miss too much, but I'm sure I did. And I'll see you next time.